In this week's Parsha Savo, the Torah describes Vidu Ma'aser, a confession one made in the fourth year of the Shemitah cycle after Biur Ma'asros, after removing from his home any accumulated Trumos, Masros, and other sacred gifts from that and prior years, and giving each to its proper recipient. But there is something strange about calling it a Vidui, a confession. When we think of a confession, we think of Ashamnu, Bagadnu, admitting that we did something wrong. Yet the declaration he makes seems to say precisely the opposite. Bi'arti harkodesh min habayis, lo avarti mimitzvosecha v'lo shachachti, asisi k'chol asher tzivisani. I have removed the sacred portions from the house. I have not transgressed your commandments, nor have I forgotten. I have done everything that you commanded me. Is this a confession? He seems to have done everything correctly. Perhaps the answer lies in one small word, asisi. I have done. Everything he says is in the past tense. I gave, I fulfilled, I obeyed, I did. But what about tomorrow? Think of the Chafetz Chaim toward the end of his extraordinarily productive life. By then, he had already written the Chafetz Chaim, Shmiras HaLashon, and the Mishnah Berurah. He had established yeshiva in Radin and had become one of the most recognized leaders of Klal Yisrael. Surely, if anyone could have said Asisi, I have done, it was the Chafetz Chaim. Yet, even into his 90s, he continued traveling to strengthen Jews in Torah and mitzvos, and continue working to secure the future of his yeshiva. At an age when most people would understandably have been looking back upon a lifetime of accomplishment, the Chafetz Chaim was still looking ahead. His life seemed to say, yesterday's Assisi can never answer the question of what Hashem wants from me today. There is a danger in reaching a point in life where we highlight our spiritual resume, our past accomplishments, rather than our spiritual plans for the future. We can look back with legitimate satisfaction. I learned Torah, I raised a Jewish family, I supported worthy causes, I helped build institutions, I came to shul. Asisi k'chol asher tzivisani. All of that is precious. But if all I can tell Hashem is what I did, and I have nothing to say about what I'm going to do, then perhaps the fact that my entire spiritual accounting ends with Asisi is itself something that requires a vidui. This is especially relevant as we approach the Yamim Noraim. Much of the season is devoted to looking backward. We examine the year that has passed. We remember our failures, but also our accomplishments. But Judaism never merely asks us to look backward. The purpose of Cheshbon HaNefesh is not to write the final chapter of last year. It is to write the first chapter of the coming year. A person should be able to say, yes, Asisi, I have done, but I am not finished. There is Torah I have not yet learned. Kindness I have not yet performed. Relationships I can still strengthen. And a closeness to Hashem I have not yet reached. As long as Hashem gives me another tomorrow, He is giving me something more to do. Perhaps that is one of the messages hidden in the strange expression Vidui Meiser. There comes a time when Hashem asks us not merely, what have you done? He asks us something far more important. What are you going to do next? Shabbat Shalom.